Hey everybody, how are you? Hope wherever you are, you're having a great day. It's that time again to say goodbye to one month and hello to a new month. So let's talk about some of the things that I really enjoyed in the month of August. And I would love to know what some of your favorite things were in the month of August, so leave your comments down below. Let's get started. Good old basics. I've talked about this before. My little Foreo or Foreo Luna, however you want to pronounce it. I have been using this now for close to a year, and I finally had to recharge it in the month of August. And I use this about 2 minutes a day. This little battery in this little guy has been tremendous. If I could get my toothbrush to work and last that long, I'd be real happy. But I use this every day. I love the way my skin feels, and it's soft, it's smooth, and it just makes all your cleansers work so much better. So if you're looking for something to kind of amplify, to oomph, to help your skincare even better, give this a shot. I like it better than cleansing brushes, but I would only recommend buying something like this if you can redeem points or if you can get it at a discount. I'm all about saving money whenever possible, but this has been a great product for me. Skincare. I love skincare. I've talked about it a lot because I'm a firm believer if your skin looks good, your makeup's going to look all the better. You can spend a lot of money on makeup, but if your skin looks crappy, your makeup's going to look crappy. So I was trying some new skincare in the month of August that just didn't work for me. You know, not everything is going to work on everybody. So my skin really broke out, and my skin breaking out is like traumatic to me. And it has been that way for such a long time that I'm so diligent about taking care of my skin, and I want it to look good. But unfortunately, I broke out. So I was looking for something that was going to help clear up my skin faster. And what was my deciding factor? I had a coupon. It was for the Cils. This is the 5-in-1 lotion. And what this says it does, it's 5-in-1 lotion that fights the 5 acne problems. You know, blocked pores, pimple size, excess oil, acne marks, and blackheads. So I bought this. I had a $2 off, plus I had a rebate coupon. So basically this is going to be free. Gotta love free. That's a 4-letter word. That is a good one. I started using this once a day on the targeted areas, and I noticed that my skin just started clearing up fast. It has 2% salicylic acid in it, which I've never used salicylic acid on my skin before. But you know, that stuff really does work, or this really worked on me. It says you can use it up to 3 times a day, but you may experience some dryness, you know, or irritation. I used it once a day. My skin started clearing up. I'm going to continue to use this in my T-zone area during the hot, humid months because I've just been so impressed with this product. And it's affordable. My gosh. So if you're looking for something, if you get those breakouts and you want something to try, give Cils, this 5-in-1 lotion, a try. You might be pleasantly surprised. I was. Let's go to hair care. I'm trying to go through things fast because I know you guys are very busy. Let's talk about something I've talked about before, the Nexxus Infinite Oil. I have used this now for a couple of months. I really do like this. It just feels great on my hair, smooths my hair, gets rid of frizziness without weighing it down, and it has a great fragrance to it. So I've been going through this. It takes so little, even with all of my hair. I mean, you can see I've probably been using it 2 months and I'm only down to there. So this is going to last you a long time. And I've already got it back up because I like it that much. Another thing that I've been liking from Nexxus, again, Nexxus is not what Nexxus used to be. The Nexxus products have really, they have just progressed so much, and they've got some tremendous products. This one is the Pro Mend. It says it's heat protecting mist that split-in repairing system. I've been using this after I get out of the shower, towel dry my hair. I put this on, and it just helps. I like that barrier that it puts on my hair because I can do a lot of damage to my hair with a hair dryer and a flat iron. This just puts that barrier on there. It smells great. It kind of reminds me of the heat protectant blow drying spray from Kenra that kind of has that cotton candy smell. This does too. It smells great, and it doesn't weigh your hair down. So if you're looking for a heat protectant, give this a shot. I get mine at CVS, and I buy these kind of things like Nexus, when they do the $10 off from you purchase 20, you get $10 back. Well, I'm one of these recyclers and I keep redoing the reward bucks, so I get $10 this time and I put it towards the next one, then I get another $10 back, so it just keeps reward bucks in my pocket so I can try new things that I don't want to spend the full amount on, because I'm all about saving money whenever I can, but this is a good product. Okay, let's go on to foundations. I love foundations. I love makeup. But foundations, I go through spurts where I buy eyeshadows or I'll buy blushes or something. So I'm kind of going through the foundation one. And I purchased the Born This Way by Too Faced. I like this foundation. I think this is going to be really good in the winter for me. It goes on, it feels so light on the skin. You don't notice it, but it gives you such a tremendous, look to your skin. Your skin just looks so much better. You can sheer it out by using it with a brush, or you can use it with your fingers or whatever. If you want a heavier coverage, you can go from medium to full. But this is a nice foundation. I really do like. I've heard pros and cons to it. I'm oily, and I can still wear it without it leaving me like a grease slick. Some people with dry skin love it because it does help moisturize. I just think this is a nice foundation that I'm glad that I did buy, because I was pleasantly surprised with it. Now another foundation, now more affordable, you can get it through Ulta.com, Catrice, and this is the 18-hour All Matt. And I purchased mine in 40, which is Sun Beige. I returned the first two because they were just too light for my skin. And this was the darkest one that they showed on the Ulta website. So if you are darker than I am, this is probably not going to work for you unless you can find it through another location, online site. But for $7.99, this foundation goes on and it just looks beautiful on the skin. You can apply a couple layers if you need fuller coverage. Personally, I don't like full coverage. I don't mind some imperfections showing through because that shows who I really am. I'm not going to be photoshopped in real life. So this just makes your skin look great. It does last for 18 hours, and I've heard people do reviews on this with really dry skin and they love how it looks on their skin, where I'm the opposite. I can have very oily skin and I love the way this wears on my skin too. But for $7.99, this is a heck of a deal, and it's a very nice foundation with the pump. Gotta love a pump. Okay, let's go on to setting powder. I've talked about it before, but this is, I think, the best. I don't care what price point. The Rimmel Stay Matte. It helps you stay matte. It sets your foundation. This is probably the 5th or 6th one that I have purchased, and I mean, it just works great. For under $5, I would compare this with the much more costly setting powders, but I gravitate to this one. Day in and day out, this is my favorite. Now, to set that powder, I don't think I've ever talked about this before, but this e.l.f. powder brush, $3. I use this every day. I really love this little brush. I'm telling you, I've washed it so many times. It still stays fluffy, it still stays soft, and it still works. $3. I think this is a heck of a brush. I've used a lot of the e.l.f. brushes, and I gotta say, for the price, I'm very impressed with them. And this one is probably at the top of the list. I've got a dog down here nudging my arm right now, so if I jerk around or the camera moves, there's a reason why. Snicker is down here. He wants in on the action. But this e.l.f. brush is wonderful. Okay, bronzers. I've talked about Snicker, stop. I've talked about this before. Snicker, he wants his own video. He probably wants his own channel. Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula. I can't even talk now. This is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Bronzer. As you can see, it has like, kind of a multicolor type swirl to it. You put this on your cheeks, around your hairline. It just gives you this healthy look to your skin without being overdone. And I love that. It's got enough pink in it that if you don't want to wear blush someday, just swirl this on, and there you go. It is wonderful. I bought a backup. I like it that much. I like Physicians Formula. A lot of their products are great. So let's just keep talking about Physicians Formula. I've talked about this before, and I'll leave the link down below to the video. I did a review on it. This is the Warm Nudes, little like highlighter brick palette, whatever you want to call it. So many colors in here. You can do so many things with this little highlighting palette. You can use it for eyeshadows. You can highlight your cheekbones, Cupid's bow, down your nose, whatever it is. If you are looking for pinks, here you go. If you want some bronzy shades, here you go. This is just great for many skin tones, and it's affordable. I'm wearing it today. I wear this a lot, and I've got some of the other highlighters that are much more expensive, but you know what? I reach for this one. I do. I think it's just as good, if not better, than a lot of the high-end ones. So that's just my opinion. I do like it. Let's go on to, since we're talking about powders and stuff, let's talk about blush. The Balm Instain. I think these are some of the best blushes on the market. Now, I'm not going to pay full price for these blushes. So I do recommend, if you haven't, go to thebalm.com, and I will leave the information down below, and sign up for their email list. They don't send you emails unless they are doing like a site-wide sale. And you gotta love it, because it's 50% off of the whole product line, and then they give 50% to a local charity. And this one is called Houndstooth, and I'm wearing it today. I have had this now probably close to 2 years, and you can see there's not a dent in this because I use it, and I use all of theirs. They're some of my favorite blushes. Between them and NYX, you know, I can't decide. But this, if you want something that's going to last all day, last longer than you do, I would go for the Balm Instain. They have some wonderful colors. I think there's 6 different ones. Get them at half price, and you've got some great blushes, and you've just really taken your makeup collection to a new level. These are wonderful. Okay, concealer. We talked about foundations, and I've talked about this one before. Naked. I love this. The Urban Decay Naked Skin. What do I need to say about it? Everybody that tries it seems to really like it. It doesn't settle on the fine lines. It just does what it's supposed to do. Conceals, and it looks good. I like it. My favorite. Eyeshadow primer. Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I don't care what shadow I am wearing, eyeshadow I'm wearing. I will use a primer under it, because I want my shadows to look as good at the end of the day as they did when I got started in the day. And this is just the one I've been gravitating to. There's a lot of great ones on the market. I got this as part of some gift with something else, so I'm glad I did, because I got to try it, and it really does hold your shadows. It kind of locks it in place for the day. Love it. Let's go to, I am a big eyelash like primer type of girl, and a couple of them that I really gravitate to. Blinc, love it, love it, love it. It's a great eyelash primer. And the Lancome. You put it on, it like amplifies your lashes, so when you add mascara, you just look like your lashes are so much fatter and fuller and longer. I just believe in these things. Primers, primers, primers. If you're priming your face, you're priming your shadows, prime your lashes, and you'll get better results. These are the two that I really like. Staying on the eyes, I've talked about this before. I just dropped it. Systane Balance eye drops. I have dry eye. A lot of people seem to have that because I've heard the comments. This just really helps my eyes. It keeps me from tearing up. Even though I have dry eyes, my eyes water. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what happens. I use this twice a day, in the morning and at night before I go to bed, and it just really helps with the irritation, the redness, and my eyes just feel better by using these. So I do believe in Systane eye drops. These are wonderful. Okay, last couple of things. Let's talk about contouring. There's 2 contour palettes that everybody seems to really like. Kat Von D, the Shade and Light. I really do like this contouring palette. The colors are beautiful. You get great product quantity and quality in here. The other one is the Lorac Pro. I like both of them. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I do think this one's a little more forgiving because the Lorac Pro is so pigmented that you barely touch it and put it on your cheeks. You're going to have some color on your cheeks. Either one, you can't go wrong. I rotate back and forth. This is the one I grabbed today, so this is what I'm talking about. But I do really, really like this contour palette. The last two things are eyeshadows. And I've done a review before talking about, well, I talked about how I went a little crazy on Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. And this one is the Iconic 3. Some people say it's like the dupe for Naked, Urban Decay Naked 3. I don't know. I don't have the Naked 3. I'm not going to spend $54 on it. I spent $7 on this, and I have just enjoyed the heck out of it. It's beautiful. These colors, they work so well. I wasn't going to spend $54 on rose colors when I was afraid what rose color was going to look like on my eyes. But these really do seem to work. And $7, I don't think you can beat it for what you are getting here. You know, they're very blendable, they're creamy, they're pigmented, they're just easy to work with, and I think this is just a fantastic palette. This is Makeup Revolution Iconic 3. And my last thing is another eyeshadow palette, because I am all about eyeshadow palettes. I'm really a junkie about eyeshadow palettes, and this is Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye. I don't know. There's something about these shadows. If you are looking for matte shadows, these are great. I use the black here. I am not good with liquid liner. I will tell you that now, because I want a straight line, and I couldn't draw a straight line with a liquid liner if I had to. But taking this and a little flat brush and kind of stamping it into your eyelash line works perfect for me, no problem. All these shades are beautiful. They're easy to work with. They blend out. They're just, I think they're beautiful. I love this palette, and I use it a lot, and I get a lot of compliments when I'm wearing this. So there must be something to it. So that is some of my favorites from August. I'd love to know what some of your favorites are. So if you have some favorites, let me know down below. For those of you who've already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you who haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, subscribe soon. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great day. And until then, bye-bye.